we live already?
We are live, but you're not live. We'll switch from this source once we're all ready. We'll give you the cue.
Okay. Yeah, come on. What was the shirt? Pardon? Yep, you're just gonna sit up here and hold that. I really like your pants, by the way.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Art Battle National Championships. I'm here with Frida Haas, who is representing Seattle, and we are so excited to have you here today, Frida. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with Art Battle so far?
So my experience with Art Battle is, yes, you have a whole lot of fun painting, but for me it's been the community building and getting to know other artists and other artists coming together and having fun. Our organizers up in Seattle are the best, and that is my biggest thing coming out of this, just the community that's been built.
The community and the friends and seeing everyone's techniques. Any secret techniques that you're thinking of bringing to the easel for the Nationals?
Gosh, throw on paint and then put on more paint and then some more paint.
Perfect. So we're probably going to see some texture.
Lots of texture, lots of flow, lots of color. I'm all about color.
So what are your expectations for stepping up to the easel tomorrow? What do you think it's going to be?
I don't want to faint. But other than that, once you're up at the easel and that clock starts, your mind just kind of goes to this incredible place, and you can't ever put yourself in that space until you're at it. So I know the rush and I know the adrenaline that's going to come, and that's an amazing experience. You can't replicate it any other way.
It's a special flow state.
Yeah.
Art Battle.
Yep.
What's your favorite painting that you've done at Art Battle before? Would you describe it a little bit?
That's a hard one. I did this portrait of Jimi Hendrix. That was really fun because at the end I was just flinging paints with my hands and trying to get as much stuff on there, and there was just zero thought to it. It was just like happening in the moment. So that was really cool, just the experience of it and how it was coming together. I don't know if it's the best painting, but I was in a really good place for it.
And well, you're here, so that painting definitely contributed to your Art Battle story.
It did.
To joining us at Nationals.
Yep, for sure.
So I just want to congratulate you for your ascension within the competition, and really looking forward to seeing you paint in the Nationals.
Thank you. It's going to be amazing.
Is there anything else that you would like us to know about your artwork?
My artwork is lots of color, and I'm going for more expressive feeling rather than and kind of interpretation rather than descriptive.
Perfect. That creative flair, texture, color, energy, performance.
Yes, all that.
Thank you so much, Frida.
Thank you.
And cut. See. Look at this thing. What? Right? I didn't see that thing. Welcome, everyone. We are here for the Art Battle Nationals in Daytona Beach. Welcome, everyone. We are here for the Art Battle U.S. National Championship happening in Daytona Beach. Oh, is that one too no bueno? We are here in Daytona Beach for the Art Battle U.S. National Championships. We have 14 of the country's best live artists descending on the area, getting ready to let the paint fly tomorrow. They will have 3 rounds of live competitive painting. Our first 2 rounds will be 20 minutes to qualify, and then the top 4 artists will be moving on to a 30-minute final showdown to determine who will be the 2023 U.S. National Champion. I am being joined by Jessie Baggett, who is representing Texas. Welcome, Jessie.
Hi.
We are so excited to have you here, and a massive congratulations on making it to this part of the competition. And actually, this is your second time representing Texas in the Nationals. So what's it like to be back?
Well, it feels very comfortable, actually. I feel like, well, I'm just excited to be here, too. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your art battle story. So we know that you have made it to the Nationals last year, and now you're back again. What has brought you back this year in the competition?
Well, I don't know if you want to know this. Well, I was just really trying to help out my art community, and so they would ask me to come and participate, and so I would. And yes.
So just really going into the community feeling and supporting.
Right. Yeah. Trying to be, yeah.
You often are painting animals.
Do you want this back?
Yes. You are often painting animals with this kind of level of whimsy. Where does that inspiration come from?
Well, I like the relationship of animals when they're like side by side and stuff, but to get them into a composition, a lot of times they would be stacked on top of each other. And I just really love the playfulness and the friendships that came out of that. And so, I mean, I just can't get enough of my little animal friends.
That's something that I really, really enjoy about your work. Watching the kind of relationship between the characters that you're painting unfold. And so I'm also really inspired by your palette and the way you use hot and cold. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So with art, you have like lights and darks, and so some colors are lighter and some are darker. So rather than stand there and mix paint, like I'll use a dark blue for my darks and yellow for my lights. And then I started exploring brighter colors like hot pink and purple, and the way those can blend in and just make it more magical and fun.
And are you using color to express the personality of your characters as well?
Sometimes I want contrasting colors so you can see the animals are different from each other. But then like sometimes I do want them to have like a warm feeling towards each other. So I'll try to have more hot pinks and reds and yellows. But then turquoise is my favorite color, so it has to sneak in there too.
So in terms of battle strategy, how do you bring your inspiration from the studio and translate it into the art battle stage?
So my strategy, yeah, so lights and darks, but then like I obviously had to do it quickly and then while the paint's still wet. So yeah.
So kind of just distilling everything.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what is your expectation going up to the stage tomorrow? Do you think it's going to feel different at all than the previous competitions that you've been in?
I do. I'm already feeling a little bit more relaxed, which I don't know if that's a good thing. It might be better to be like super nervous and like in the moment, but I'm really having a good time here. And last year, whenever I met all the other artists, like they were so wonderful, and I'm excited about all the other artists and coming together and seeing what they make. I'm super excited about that too.
Well, thank you so much, Jessie. We are so excited to have you back in the Nationals.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you.
Oh boy.
All right.
Here I am.
Perfect. Hi, Ari. You are representing Michigan in the Art Battle U.S. National Championship. Congratulations. How are you feeling building up to the national competition?
Charming. I am feeling a little nervous, but I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. It's something that just has this different kind of energy, and I know that you paint a lot building off of energy and sensory input. Can you tell us a little bit about your process?
Sure. So like normally for my studio work, I actually close myself into my studio, no sound, no music, no nothing, and just kind of like unload all of the sensory input from the day, whether it be, what I see, what I hear, what I smell. And when you do the same thing every day, it kind of gets a little, you need to shake it up a bit. So I did art battle because I thought it'd be a neat thing to paint in a different environment. And sometimes when you force yourself into an environment that you might not like be 100% comfortable in, interesting things can happen. So apparently interesting things happened.
Well, very interesting, given that you not only won your own competition in your own city, but then came together and made it to the state level of the competition, competing against artists from different cities as well. What does it feel like coming into the nationals and joining artists from all over the country?
I get to paint again. So, I mean, I'm thrilled. I get to paint again around different people, a new environment, and I think I'm addicted to it. I just want to paint in more unique and different places and just see what interesting things can happen.
And what can our audience expect from you at the Nationals as you take the stage?
Well, one thing is don't look for me up on a easel. I'm straight down on the floor, so don't miss over me. I'm still there. But yeah, I've just always been more comfortable painting on the ground.
Perfect. Well, a massive congratulations for making it to the U.S. National Championship. And I know that I, for one, am very, very excited to see what you create. So, Ari Simeon representing Michigan. Thank you so much, Ari. Perfect.
Are we good?
Yep.
Do I go away now?
Yes. I think that Josh might want to take video. That's great, but he'll tell you where Josh is. Thanks, Ari.
Appreciate it.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Morgan.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maddie. Amazing. Okay. So I'm like, man, can I get? I'm fangirling. Welcome everyone to the Art Battle U.S. National Championship. I am here with Maddie Hakeey, who is representing Omaha, and we are so excited to have you. Maddie, congratulations on making it to this level of competition. And can you tell us a little bit about your experience with Art Battle so far and what it's been like being in the competition?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Such an adrenaline rush, first and foremost. I feel like this is such a unique event as to the fact that there's nothing else like this out here. And it's almost for artists to compete at an athletic level, you know, where it's just yeah, exactly. That's how I've been explaining it to people. And I love it. It's very addicting, honestly. Just getting up on stage, and it's a wild sensation the first couple minutes, and then once you get in your groove and all of a sudden you blink and it's over. You're like, what the heck? What happened? You know? So.
You create work that is so passionate and so emotive of your characters. How do you feel bringing that kind of emotional vulnerability to the easel in a live arena?
I love it. It's definitely a challenge trying to convey the emotion in which I'm like painting these people, because I love painting people, and I truly believe when you're looking at a portrait of someone, especially in their eyes, when you look at them, you have that connection, and you're trying to figure out a time in your life when you felt that way, and to be able to create that in 20 minutes is quite the challenge. So, yeah.
So moving into the national arena, what does it feel like making it to this level of competition, and do you feel like it's going to be different from your previous experience?
It's surreal. I can't believe I'm amongst such talented individuals. All of them so unique, but it's a really just amazing experience. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here.
And moving or as you're taking the stage at the Nationals, what can our audience expect from you?
Gosh. They can expect a lot of color for sure, and hopefully a finished product at the end. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
I think that's good. I think that's it. But Maddie, a massive congratulations. I personally have watched your work over the course of this season in various competitions in Omaha, and I'm a huge fan, and I love just the level of intensity and color layering that you bring to the easel. So very much looking forward to watching you do what you do. And do you have any secret strategies that you might be bringing to the easel tomorrow?
Headphones, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Maddie.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi.
Nice to finally meet you.
Oh my gosh,
I
this
love
is
your
so
work.
fun.
Oh my gosh, I love following you and your work is amazing.
I know we were thinking this is private. So for anyone who is just joining us, we are here for the Art Battle US National Championship, and I just had the very wonderful pleasure of meeting Heather Olson, who is representing Phoenix, and I have been following Heather's work for quite a long time, so if you caught us giggling there, that was just me fangirling a little bit. Heather, congratulations on making it to this level of competition, the Nationals. So you've painted in Salt Lake City and Phoenix as well.
Yes.
And what's it like traveling to Daytona to descend upon the beach for the Nationals?
Oh, so much fun. This has been amazing. Florida is amazing. It was snowing in Salt Lake before I left, so so it was nice and warm. Just to be here in the Nationals is amazing, and I just am so excited and grateful for the opportunity to even be here.
Can you describe for us your favorite art battle experience, or what it feels like going up to the easel?
Oh, that's a good question. Going up to the easel is definitely terrifying, but exciting at the same time. You know, it's the butterflies are going and you're very nervous, and I get all shaky. But then once that timer goes, you just get in the zone and you start painting, and stroke by stroke you make it happen, and before you know it, the time's up. So it's crazy.
When you work, you seem to have a very specific way of approaching and building the painting. Can you describe that for us a little bit of your battle strategy and how you create the work that you do in those 20 minutes?
Yeah, of course. So I start generally with a wash background just to kind of get that white canvas that's staring out at me out of the way. And then I sketch what I'm going to do. And then I wipe out the highlights. So that's kind of key for me, so I can get those down. Then I start mixing in colors and trying to get those shapes right and trying to make it look like what I want it to look like. So.
Can you tell us a little bit about your inspiration within the images that you choose to create?
Yeah, I generally choose animals and faces, so humans and animal figures. Just the emotion that you can get out of the eyes and the expressions and the cool colors and the feathers or whatever you might be painting. So I generally gravitate towards things that make me feel something or that I can relate to or have emotion.
Something that I was really thrown by in the best way was your final round painting in the Phoenix Championship, that scorpion. The way that you were able to get emotion out of that kind of animal and without the eye contact was just so impressive to me. So you often are using color and movement. Can you describe using color and movement to create emotion?
Well, first of all, thank you. Yeah, using that color and that emotion is, like you said, with a scorpion, without a face, that's kind of all I had to go off of. So I tried to use the highlights or the shiny back and the legs and kind of the position of the animal to give that emotion, as well as the background. The background on that one was pretty wild. And just those paint splatters, and I was using different tools. I was using my hand, I was using whatever I had to swipe and scrape and throw paint, literally throw paint on the canvas, and just try to get that kind of crazy emotion that you might get when you see a scorpion,
Well, you definitely achieved that. That was a really fantastic piece. And are you going into tomorrow with a plan, or are you going to freestyle it?
Oh, I always have a plan. Although this time the plan was solidified, I think, last night. So a little bit pushing the envelope there, but I do have a plan. I know what I'm going to paint. I've practiced a couple of times, not as much as I would have liked, but I have practiced what I'm going to do and kind of get my strategy out of the way and figure out, what I need to do. And but there is always a little bit of freestyling. Once you get up there, there's always stuff that comes out that you didn't plan, and it works or it doesn't, but you roll with it.
Thank you so much, Heather. It is so exciting to meet you in person, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what you create for Nationals.
Thank you so much.
Heather Olson, everyone, for Phoenix. All right.
Thank you. It's nice to finally meet you. I feel like I already know you. Talked still on the phone and whatnot, but yeah. Anyway, sorry.
You're doing great.
Perfect.
Yep, you got plenty. You got plenty. Go right over. To your left. To your left. Yep, there you go. There you go. Water? Yeah. Drop the table. Yep. Just watch your step.
Hi. Finally, in person.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Art Battle U.S. National Championship. I am here with Mona Faroki, who is representing San Francisco. Mona, a huge congratulations for making it to this level of competition. We are absolutely thrilled to have you. What are you looking forward to most as you take the national stage?
Just see what the next level is. It's like every time you do it, it's a whole other new level, from regional to state and then the nationals. It's just a whole other feeling, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, especially with all these amazing artists out here. It's chilling and also thrilling, so I'm happy to be here.
So, can you express for us, can you describe for us a little bit about your experience moving through the competition up until this point?
My experience was just walk in the dark. Just go forward and trust you know what's happening. Just tap into your intuition. My experience was just basically practice at home. And people would ask me, wait, you practice at home? And I'm like, yeah. Musicians rehearse, dancers rehearse, athletes practice. So yeah, that's been the whole experience. Just do your best and hope for the best.
And you are an artist who often is incorporating unconventional materials. Can you tell me a little bit about where that inspiration comes from, or why you like to do that? Is it a battle strategy? Does it exist in your studio work?
Well, I did my undergrad in industrial design, so I'm no stranger to playing around with different materials and see how you can push the boundaries. And as much as I love painting, it's very limited to a paintbrush and just paint. So I love pushing boundaries and see what would come out of it. And as a mixed media artist, I feel like that's my comfort zone.
I feel like it's such an engaging level of performance when you do that. I think the audience gets really, really excited. I know that I do. Can you describe what it's like to, trying to come up with the right term, but to be in that kind of performance space as you're painting?
When I do it, it doesn't feel like performing because you're zoned out. You don't even know what's happening around you. As soon as the timer goes off, it's like you and the canvas. See how you want to relate to it. And when it comes to that, like I said, when I practice, it's like me trying to figure out what works best for me and what stages and what steps I have to approach it to make it time efficient. And I think that's how it turns out. If it turns out performative, it's a very happy accident.
Perfect. I know that that's been one of my favorite things about watching you throughout the competition is just all of those surprise moments. Do you have some surprise moments in store for us for nationals?
Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, I have a few ideas practiced and worked out, but yeah, it's like these things come to me very last minute. So I have a few things. Like on my flight, I had a few more ideas just pop in my head. I was like, oh, I could do that actually. So it's just a work in progress. Like it is going to be a work in progress until the very minute and second the timer goes off. So yeah.
What kind of inspiration or emotion do you want people to feel when they look at your pieces at nationals?
Joy, emotions, thrill, more conversation, especially around this one piece. I feel like I would love more conversation around it. It's just because that's what art is. It's to bring up topics of just different concepts and bring it up and have people challenge their minds and see what people think about it, basically.
Thank you so much, Mona. It is such a wonderful opportunity to meet you in person after seeing you paint throughout the competition and now making it to the national level. Mona Faroki, everyone, representing San Francisco.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Chris and Bob. Not too many, but Chris and Bob. There you are. Enjoy. Thank you.
Hi. All right, welcome everyone to the Art Battle U.S. National Championships. I am here with Vig Mail, who is representing Florida. A huge congratulations, Vig, for making it to this level of national competition. Can you describe for us a little bit about your Art Battle journey? What has it been like so far?
Well, it had been so exciting and challenging too. I actually knew by random the first Art Battle, and I thought I need to be here, and well, this is Liv. We need to.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We're gonna cut it.
My English is bad. Right?
No, you're great. And
can we just edit?
Yeah. No, you're great.
Okay.
We'll edit.
I was not prepared to speak in English. Yeah.
So you create work that is really colorful and very emotional. I've seen you paint a few times, and it always really touches my heart. Where does that come from for you?
Well, I don't know. I just like to hear music while I'm painting. I like to connect with, emotions and stuff, and how is my day going, and everything kind of get into the painting at the end. It's just, I really love what I do, and I enjoy it in the moment of doing, and everything feels in the painting at the end. I feel it's more than showing a technique, is like expressing something else.
I absolutely always get that from your work. It always feels very connecting. And the way that you choose these colors, is that based in any emotion?
Well, I kind of do it really intuitive. It's like I kind of feel what is the color I'm in the mood that day. Sometimes, like for a whole month, I'm feeling in the blue palette, and sometimes I turn to red and vibrant pinks, or I don't know. But it's just really intuitive, and it gets into the work. I don't think much. Of course, I need to organize the colors to work together, but yeah, I really just select the colors I love and put them there and make them work.
When you're planning a piece for Art Battle, what kind of strategy are you thinking that you want to bring to the easel?
Well, I know I love so many subjects. It's difficult to choose one. I love abstract, I love animals, I love figures, and I especially love mixed media. So I just trying to get something of like all of that and combining. So I'm gonna try a little bit of mixed media up there. It's gonna be a little messy, but let's see how it goes.
Amazing. I love hearing that you've got some surprises for us in store and that we're going to get a little bit messy. I love that energy. What does it feel like for you when you're up at the Art Battle, Isa?
Well, it's just like I can feel the energy from the crowd, but at the same time, I feel like I am really connect with myself. I'm really calm, and I am with my headphones listening to the music I love. So it's like I both connected with the public, but also very like center, like very, I don't know, calm in a way. I'm not getting nervous from the event. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we are so excited to see you painting in the Nationals. And once again, a huge congratulations. Vig Mayall representing the whole state of Florida. Thank you. Congratulations.
I'm not ready to speak anything. You were so good.
That's okay. Morgan. Yeah, you too. Right, are we on this camera or the big camera?
No, we're just filling in until we're ready right now. So give me one of these, buddy. All right. So the interview will happen, and when you're done, we're going to grab another shot of you. So this is just a quick grab. But I'm going to step out. I'll let you guys talk.
Okay, great. I'm just going to ask you all about the Art Battle stuff. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Art Battle U.S. National Championship. I am here with the one, the only, the defending champion, the 2022 U.S. National Champion, Cameron McCool. Welcome, Cameron.
Hey, thank you.
What's it like coming back to the Nationals to defend your title?
I'm still landing. I'm so jet lagged that we got in super late, but it's exciting. It's so exciting to finally meet the artist and finally kind of culminate where all this energy has been building up to.
What was your experience like last year? What did it feel like doing the Nationals? And do you think this year will feel any different?
Last year, again, the most beautiful aspect of this is meeting the amazing people in the audience. And then the art battle, it just feels like kind of clicking in with your subconscious when you're on stage, and it flies by super fast. And I haven't done an art battle since that one. Since then, I've done stage painting where it's not timed, it's low stress, but then the 20-minute paintings is completely different. But yeah, I'm excited.
How would you describe the 20-minute paintings as being different?
I'm trying to do a 6-hour painting in 20 minutes, and so I think everyone goes about it a little differently, but I'm very methodical. I see it as chapters, so I know I have to do this, like 10 stages, and at 5 minutes I'm supposed to be here, and at 10 minutes I'm supposed to be flying through this area, and it zooms by. It feels like 2 hours and 1 minute at the same exact time. Like, it's stretched, like time acts really funny.
Time totally does act very strange at the Art Battle easel. It's this like very specific flow state, and you just really seem to click into creating those paintings, and you're quite performative and moving really a lot. And when you're creating, what does movement mean to you within your work?
It's really how I let go. I'm not guiding it. My left arm starts to twitch, and it's just a technique I've developed where they kind of speak to each other. I can use my eyes to find the angle. This one locks it in, this one delivers it. And so it feels like I'm orchestrating, like the music is happening completely physically, and it's totally fun. It's one of my favorite parts of painting is this push-pull dance that occurs. So yeah.
When you're thinking about the inspiration behind your pieces, what specific inspiration or emotion are you hoping to make the audience feel?
I like the heavy, profound emotions, the kind of ones you keep closed away all my life. That's where I put these emotions. I couldn't really communicate otherwise. So I'd have the humor and the love on this side, but then my darker ones that everyone keeps secret goes into the art, and yet that's really have connected with a lot of people. It's like everyone's got these emotions, and we're not so used to showing them all the time. But through the art, we can see that we're not alone, and there's this connectivity that I think is really beautiful. And that's kind of what I like to release. And it's so really cool, the connection I make. So.
That's a really special way of painting, and I'm so excited that we get to see it at this level of competition, and we get to see you painting in person. What does it feel like painting in front of an audience?
As soon as the countdown's done, because everyone's screaming the 10-9, my vision really does feel like it does this, so that when there's a countdown and it brushes down, it's the weirdest thing to turn around and re-see that, oh, there are thousands of people here, and it just feels wild. So I don't really notice them. I'm in the zone completely. Yeah, it's wild.
Do you have any advice for your competitors, being the experienced national champion that you are, that you would tell them to bring to the easel tomorrow?
Just let go and have fun, and don't worry about anyone else, not the other artists or not the audience. It's just you and the paint. And the closer you are to that connection, I think the better the artwork turns out. So that's nice.
Well, congratulations, Cameron. We are so excited to see you painting in nationals for 2023, defending your 2022 title. Everyone, Cameron McCool. Thanks so much. That's pretty cool.
How do I do it? Is it this? Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, so just dial that down like 50. So 50 here.
Is that?
So let's go 50, and let's bring it out a little bit so it's not hard side. So let's make that the key. That's the key for her. That's the key for him. We'll dial this back. Stand by, guys. I'm sorry. We're just going to...
Figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple. We have a lot of changing light with sunset. We had light, now we don't. So we're so I'm at 20 here. So this is we're at 45. We're 45 right now. Any more? Right there. That's 65 on the left.
What I think's happening is camera's fighting the visual, so when you dim everything, this goes on. Are you in auto?
know they're super bright, and I'm sorry they're super bright. We are fighting with this massive screen, which is so bright. So the lights are only bright when you look at them. So look at each other. You can talk to the lens. You can still see the glass right there. So just don't look at the lights because they are so bright. All right, perfect. And that's what happens. These people look at the lights. It's so bright. Stop looking at it. All right, I think we're almost there. We are on our wide right now.
Yes.
Are we ready here? Are we happy with picture? What's that? One more. Kahala? Okay. You guys good? Yeah. All right, stand by. Cameras ready? Switch over, stand by, guys. And we are ready in 3, 2.
We are here for the Art Battle 2023 U.S. National Championships, and we are in Daytona Beach celebrating 14 of the country's best artists descending upon Daytona Beach to paint it out live and see who is going to emerge as the best live artist in the country. I am here with Art Battle co-founder Chris Pemberton. Chris, what does it feel like being here for Nationals?
I mean, it's just so incredible. We have such a great partner this year with One Daytona, and having the best artists from across the country flying in to compete. It's just so exciting. I brought my whole family down here. Daytona Beach, I mean, why not? It's such a great time, and the facilities are top-notch, world-class. We're really, really excited for this.
And Chris, you have seen quite a few art battle paintings, I believe. What would you say makes for a great art battle painting?
Tension, detail, color, drama, flourish. Not necessarily in that order.
And what would you say to our national competitors as they look forward to taking the easels at Nationals? What would you give them as advice?
I would say stay in your style. I find that the best paintings that we see at Art Battle are when a painter stays within their style but tries a new painting, but that's within the realm of what they're experienced at doing. 20 minutes is not a lot of time, and so trying something totally brand new on the stage is not always successful. So I would say to them, do a new painting, but do a painting that is within your style, and stay true to yourself.
I think that's great advice, and these artists have all earned their way to the top, rocking their styles. Art Battle is a really special opportunity to see work created live. What is special about Art Battle to you?
Well, I mean, artists work by themselves in their studio, like almost all artists, almost all the time. And it's sort of a solitary craft. With Art Battle, the artists are doing what they are trained to do, but with the energy of a live audience. And there's just, I mean, the artist feedback tells us that everything is really working really well, because the artists, all of them, whether they win, whether they don't win, whether the painting sells or not, they want to come back and do it again. And I think that in itself is the most telling thing about Art Battle. It's really fun.
It is really fun. It is my favorite sport, art sports, Art Battle. And so you are going to be emceeing the national championship tomorrow. What kind of energy are you going to be bringing to the mic?
Well, you know, I've made sure that they have a wireless mic so that I can move around and be on the stage with the painters. As I'm introducing them, I can go around and give each painter their due, and you know, get them the exposure and the celebration that they deserve. I've hosted a couple national championships before, more than a couple actually, And it is just when you know that what you're doing is the pinnacle, everything becomes so easy because there's no superlative too great. You can say anything that you want because you can say any over-the-top thing because it's all true. This is the best art in America. And so I'm really looking forward to tomorrow because I'm going to leave it all out there on the stage.
And Chris, can you describe for our audience what an art battle is and what they can expect at Nationals?
Art battle is live competitive painting. The artists have 20 minutes to do the best work that they can. The audience votes to determine who is the winner. Tomorrow we're going to have 3 rounds. There will be 2 rounds with 7 painters in each of the first 2 rounds. These are the qualifying rounds. The audience will vote, and the top 2 painters from each round will go through to a third and final round. The final round will be 30 minutes long. That's an extra 10 minutes. And we are going to see the absolutely best live paintings in the country tomorrow. That's what you can expect to see.
And what do you think it takes to win Art Battle?
Well, winning Art Battle is about doing the best painting you can, and then when you make it to the final round, doing an even better painting. Sounds impossible, but winners do the impossible, and that's what we're going to see tomorrow. And for our audience, what advice would you give to the audience as they're contemplating who to vote for? Oh, I like to suggest that vote for the artist who you want to see paint a second painting. In the final round, 4 artists will be doing a second painting. They will have done one already. They'll be doing a second one. So in the preliminary rounds, who do you enjoy watching create? Whose mind intrigues you enough that you want to see more work from that person? That's who to vote for. I love it. Thank you so much, Chris. We are really looking forward to seeing you on the mic for the national championship, and I know you're going to be bringing that energy. I absolutely will, and Morgan, it should be said that you are going to be the host of the live stream tomorrow, so thank you very much for joining us and doing double duty with the interviews tonight and the live stream tomorrow, which is going out to thousands of people across the country. And you're so good at that. We are really pleased to have you working with us. Aw, shucks. I'm very happy with that shout out. Thank you so much, Chris. All right, thanks, Morgan. And I cannot wait to be doing the live stream tomorrow. It's going to be so inspiring seeing all 14 of these artists and especially being familiar with them as they've moved throughout the competition and knowing some of their styles. I just can't wait to see what they bring to this level of competition. And for anyone who's watching on the stream tonight, make sure that you tune in tomorrow night. We will be laying it all out there live. All right. Okay, Sky, come. Sky, come.
Sorry, I didn't know. She really wanted to come, and I didn't know. Are you okay, sweetheart? Yeah, go to Daddy.
Sky, do you want to talk into the microphone?
I think Sky needs to go.
Oh, okay, honey.
We're showing B-roll now, so all right, you're all set. I wanted Sky to get on, but
You want to go home right now?
cut her.
Yeah.
One more.
Thanks. How you feeling?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to go to about 9:30.
Is there any
I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just ready to be done.
Okay, well, you have one more artist. Kahala.
No, but you can show her videos on my phone.
I was going to do Bob,
Yeah.
but we can skip Bob. You won't be there.
No.
We're talking Bob all day tomorrow. I just wanted to get you guys warmed up. I think you're good.
He was upset that we didn't make it to the house.
Local artists. Popsicle hour?
Yeah, I don't know how this popsicle hour. Do you want to watch a video for 10 minutes? And then we'll go home?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Art Battle National Championship, the 2023 U.S. National Championship. I am here with Kahala, who is representing Oakland. Congratulations, Kahala, on making it to this level of competition. What does it feel like being here for Nationals?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I think it's really surreal because part of the practice of my artistry is like it's a very private and very intimate process, and so like being in a place where all of that inner work is becoming so public is like viscerally emotional and also really exciting because I do believe that it's so important for people to witness others creating, and that it's a healing practice for us to be in community while we create.
I love hearing about that inspiration that you bring to the performance aspect of Art Battle and bringing that vulnerability. I think that you have such a wonderful way of bringing emotion into the canvas. How do you do that with color, form? Where's your inspiration coming from?
I don't think that there is one source of inspiration for me. I know that I've always been I have like sensory processing sensitivities, so the way that I experience the world is very intense, and ever since I was like old enough to hold a pen or pencil, like that was my way of processing and communicating, and it's like really helped me to understand others in a more, I don't know, in a more in-depth way, and yeah, my inspiration is like being a witness to all of the different like the convergences of like life and nature and community. And that sounds pretty broad, but like I really am deeply connected to my loved ones, and they like being a witness to this like human experience and human nature through the relationships in my life and the relationships that we have in this world and as human beings in connection to like our universal order is part of what really drives me to continue to explore that.
I can really see that in your work. I really see that level of connection and humanity and interaction. I really appreciate that about your work. When you are up at the Art Battle easel, what does it feel like for you?
Well, this is just tripping me out right now because I'm like, I didn't even, like, the fact that you even know what my work looks like is crazy. But it's exciting. I kind of, when I paint, I tend to go into this space where I kind of black out, or like, it's kind of like, I'm just watching my hand moving, and so a lot of I think because so much of the creative process for artists happens beforehand, like what we see as artistry is like the execution or the product, like that's what we're socially kind of conditioned to believe is valuable or quantifiable as artwork. But to me, like every artist or creative person is constantly working on their practice or their craft, like in the moments that they're just existing. So it's part of the way that I'm seeing the world all the time, and I just like get that one refined moment to translate it.
I love that expression, just getting that one refined moment to express it. That's such a great way to describe Art Battle, because it's such a bite-sized piece. And what are you expecting at the Nationals tomorrow?
I have no idea what to expect. I've never done anything like this before. I didn't know that something like this existed until like a year ago. That was the first time I did Art Battle. And honestly, like, I'm grateful to be like I keep saying a witness, but I really feel like I'm just existing in this moment watching art like play out its role within our social structures and within our communal structures, and like that is such an honor to me.
And why did you first sign up for Art Battle? What made you want to do Art Battle?
Oh, I think I saw it advertised somewhere. It was interesting. It's kind of a funny story because, like, I was in this period of my life. I was still a student. I was in college, and I was in my last year of undergrad, and I had just gone through this really, like, painful breakup and lost, like, a bunch of the connections that I had in my life, like my friendships and community, and I felt really isolated and I wanted to go someplace where the only thing that mattered about the way that I showed up was how I was able to translate my emotion through my work. And I met a lot of really wonderful people. I met June Arts. I also met Juju, Mango Juju, and a lot of really wonderful people who I've stayed in contact with, and like that's been this gateway for me to continue to expand my craft and also like have that willingness to come forward with my vulnerability in social spaces and in public spaces with my work.
Well, it's absolutely a privilege to have you share yourself in that way at Art Battle. It's such a unique thing that you're bringing to the easel, and we absolutely appreciate it. And I cannot wait to see you paint in nationals. Kahala, everyone, representing Oakland.
I just wanted to, for the record, I'm from Vallejo, but, you know, we don't have Art Battle out in Vallejo, but it's 707, you know, say it backwards. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's so good to meet you. Once I walk, I'll come by. Okay, yeah, for sure. Simon, do you want to close?
No. No, that's it.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to the pre-show for the 2023 Art Battle U.S. National Championship. It has been a pleasure and a privilege to interview these artists tonight and to have them share themselves with the camera and give us some insight into their experience and inspiration moving forward into the U.S. Nationals. Thank you so much, everyone, and good night.